You know that feeling when you have to wake up for an early class? You're sitting there, dazing in and out, not really focused on anything that the teacher's saying. You're just not feeling it. All you can think about is that clock on the wall ticking just a little bit faster so that you can make it to lunch. That's when you realize that, you forgot breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so now you're already thinking about what you can do tomorrow for breakfast before your next early class. Why not try a smoothie? A smoothie is made with fruit, which has carbs and vitamins that you need for the morning. It's made with yogurt, which has calories that you need for the morning. It's made with milk, which hydrates you. And it's also made with protein that's a long-lasting fuel that repairs your body. I'm going to share with you my favorite smoothie recipe. First, we're going to go over the list of ingredients that you'll need. You're going to need a blender, 2 to 3 ice cubes, yogurt, 1 to 2 handfuls of fresh fruit, a cup of milk, a serving of protein, and a garnish of your choice. Step number 1. Have a clean blender and plug it in. Step number 2, pull out all of your ingredients. For my fresh fruit ingredients, I'm going to be using blueberries. They're one of my favorite. They're rich in antioxidants and they just taste super good. I'm also going to be using a handful of strawberries. Strawberries, they just taste so good. I love them. Mixed berry smoothies, great way to start your morning. My next ingredient is going to be 2 to 3 ice cubes. I'm using almond milk yogurt instead of regular yogurt because my stomach, I'm not the biggest fan of dairy. Along the no dairy lines, we're going to be using coconut milk. I'm going to be using this Kroger brand of protein powder. I've used it for many years. I like it. It's good. And then I also have my coconut flakes for garnish because that just gives it the extra pizzazz that you need. All right, step number 3. Pour in the cup of milk. So I'm using coconut milk. Like I said, not a big dairy fan. You can use regular milk, almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. My favorite just happens to be coconut milk. Gives it that nice tropical fun taste. I close my eyes, I'm at the beach. Another thing you can use is water or fruit juice. I know a lot of people that do that. It's just not my favorite. Milk also gives it that nice substance that you need, you know? Next, we're going to be adding in the protein powder. So, like I just said, with the substance, as an athlete, I'm required to eat a lot. I like to eat a lot. We like to eat. And using milk along with protein powder, nice and powdery, it just kind of gives it that meal feeling. So it's not really like a drink in the morning. Like some people drink smoothies to lose weight. No, that's not what we're doing. We're drinking the smoothie as a meal, so nice to have that nice substance behind it. Step number 5, we're going to place in our 2 to 3 ice cubes. I like to do my smoothie in this order. Maybe you do yours different, thrown off, you don't know why. But putting the milk in first gives everything a nice liquidy base to go into to mix nicely. Also, if you put something else at the bottom, it could get stuck in the blaze and you don't want to clean that. I like to put in my protein powder next because I used to put in my protein powder on top as like, oh, I forgot protein, a last minute add-in. But if you put your protein powder, which is really powdery, into the milk, it'll prevent it from, when you turn the blender on, kind of flying everywhere and not mixing in. And then I like to put my ice cubes at the bottom because if you put them at the top, they might not get blended as easily and then you have chunks. So, step number 6, we're going to do our yogurt. So I like a smooth, creamy smoothie. You know, they're called smoothies for a reason. I'm gonna do just 2 to 3 spoonfuls. A serving is about a fourth of this container, and 2 to 3 spoonfuls pretty much makes that. So, little eyeball measurement, never hurt anyone. Ooh. So some people like to use bananas instead of yogurt to add in their creamy smoothness, but I just like this yogurt. It's good, it's unsweetened, it tastes very nice. Step number 7. Now, I say to wash your fruit. I've washed mine beforehand. Your smaller fruits, like my blueberries, you can just go ahead, just plop them in there. That's fine. But your kind of larger fruits, not that strawberries are necessarily large, but they are larger than blueberries. A leaf. I'm just going to chop them up into smaller pieces so that they blend nicely and you get an even mix all the way through. You don't have to do that. You can just throw them in there. I've done that before. It works just fine. But today I'm feeling like mixing it up a nice bit. Another reason I like to use strawberries is because my favorite color is pink. And the strawberries give the smoothie a nice little pink tint, which that's so fun. Some other fruits you can put into your smoothie would be like mango, banana, like I said, things like that. You could experiment with some other fruits, but personally those are like my favorites. Also, mixed berry is really good, one of my favorites. And being in school, you're a college student, other fruits might be a little bit more expensive. They're more exotic. Not that berries aren't expensive, but I think they work nice. Just what you need. Step number 8. We are going to blend until desired chunkiness. I'm not the biggest fan of a chunky smoothie. That's why we put my ice on the bottom. No ice chunks. I like it to be smooth. It's called a smoothie. I was going to blend it beforehand and have it ready, but then you wouldn't get to see all the magic happen. So I'm going to blend it right here in the speech. You might want to turn down your volume a little bit. I'm now going to stir to make sure that there are no chunks. Oh, we're getting a very nice pinky purple color now. Also, sometimes protein powder might get stuck on the sides. If this happens to you, don't worry. Just scrape it in there. It'll mix up just fine. Oh, there was a little chunk right there. So now we're going to blend one more time. Make sure your volume's down. After you're done blending, don't forget to turn it off. Safety first. Step number 9, we're going to pour this into a glass. I like this cute little mason jar glass with a handle. I think it's cute. You can also pour it into a travel mug or a travel cup if you're going to class, but since I'm at home right now, I'm going to enjoy this in a nice, fun little glass. Now we're on to step number 10. You can garnish. Personally, I like to use coconut flakes to garnish. I think they're fun, they're tropical. Woo, it goes right along with that coconut milk. So good. And now we're on to step number 11. Go ahead and enjoy your smoothie. That is one tasty smoothie, perfect for your morning class. Now, to make my smoothies, I like to pour in the milk, pour in the protein, place in the ice cubes, then we go into putting in the yogurt, then the fruit, then we blend it. That's when you pour it in your cup, garnish it, and you're good to go. Smoothies are delicious and nutritious, and they are just that thing to jumpstart your morning so that you can focus in class or whatever else you have to do.